let's try out a little something today. So, let's hit up that Rotomi, let's go to Pokejobs, and let's scroll down, because there is a way of EV training your Pokemon through Pokejobs. It's just really slow, and it's comparable to the Pokepelago. But if it's comparable to the Pokepelago, does that mean the time skip applies? Let's go and find out. So we're just going to throw down one Pokemon. That's our boy Phalanx. And now we have to do some clock changey majigs. But let's see, send Pokemon, yes, and then we want to send them for a whole day. And then let's see how the game treats time. Because if we progress by the, okay, so the weird thing that happened with the Pokepelago skip is that even though you were only progressing from the end of the month into the next month, an infinite amount of time passed. And I'm wondering if that's what happens here when we have the wild area raid battle time skip. So it might just, currently I'm recording this at 10:36 a.m., but if we go into midnight on the next day, it's not going to be a full day. But if you skip 2 days, it might register that as 2 legitimate days passing inside the game. So let's go and hook a quick right, and let's go straight into this den. So now, save the game, make sure all of the, actually the game would auto-save when we throw a wishing piece into the den anyways. So let's just do it how it does. Throw in the wishing piece, save our adventure, boom, just like that. Head out, and now, actually no, this is not when we change our time. Getting ahead of myself. So, check the Pokemon, invite others. While we're in the invite, there was some kind of weird time penalty immunity. We can break that down later on in this video. Hit up system, date and time, turn off that sync, and then bump the date. Actually, yeah, that actually progresses it 24 hours exactly. Let's well, I mean, if you're moving up by 1 day, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but to be safe, let's just make sure we get a little bit of extra time in there. And will this work? Will this make the Pokejobs skip an entire day? So, we can find out if we did this successfully, because then we can just interact with this den again. Then we get a lot of our money back from the wishing piece we threw in. And now this den is actually set up to the point where we could keep using this one to get maximum EVs. This is gonna be silly, guys. If this actually works, then we have a lot to talk about. We really have a lot to talk about. Also, might just be quicker to fly to the Pokemon Center. I was trying to think about, oh, let's just do a smooth thing. You run to the town, and then you go right outside into the wild area, and it's just gonna work. So, wake up, Rotomi. Tell me what happened with the Pokejobs. Did we get timed out? Did it break? Ooh, new job postings. Oh, God. No. No! Well then, in 2 minutes, you're able to get 96 speed EVs, and power items actually stack with this. But that might not matter if you're just doing this on a massive scale. Does Pokerus stack with this? Alright, so let's see how this goes. I got a Pokemon with Pokerus, a Pokemon with a power item, and then a Pokemon with both the power item and Pokerus. It just seems like I think 2 of them are going to be maxed out, but let's get the numbers for sure. And also, I don't think Pokerus is worth it. Pokerus should only mean that you have to do it twice, but if without Pokerus, you just do it 3 times to get max EVs. So, Pokemon get base points? Yeah. So, Pokerus is on the right, that's 192, so you still have to do it twice. Power item is instant, power item plus Pokerus is of course going to be instant then, and then I guess we get pack of sausages. That is the least of our goals right here. So yeah, power items instant if you have a ton of power items, or if you're getting multiple Pokemon like that. But I think it's just going to be faster to do 3 than 2 by spreading Pokerus around, because that does take a good amount of time. And this is the new Pokepelago skip. So how do we utilize this? How do we make this work? Well, like I said, just flying back and forth seems to be the fastest method. But now what I think we want to do with this is just get tons of high IV Pokemon. Now that could be done by just farming the wild area, because there's so much crazy benefit. There's so many weird things that are going on when you're using this method, because ideally you're using it to reset for Pokemon that you're looking for. Now if you get one that's just competitive ready, or maybe has the right IVs, you give it a mint, and then you can also just kind of EV train it super fast through Pokejobs. I think this means that you just need to get that 5 IV Ditto from the raid inside of your game, or the batch of 5 IV Dittos. So you have one that's 5 IVs except attack, one that's 5 IVs except for special attack, and then you just breed competitive ready Pokemon. All you need are natures and IVs at that point, and then you can just do massive batches of Pokemon. So here's the play. Let's just do this as a theoretical to show you guys how crazy this is, because you can EV train 10 Pokemon at once. So what you need to do is like breed off the Pokemon you're looking for, try to just get every potential competitive Pokemon that you could possibly want to EV train already set up. It's going to take a lot of work. Like, you still have to do all the breeding, you still have to get that set up. That's still hours and hours of work, but it's better to do this in batches. Like, if you can get 10 Pokemon that you know you want to max out their hit points with, then you can just kind of do it all at once and save a significant amount of time. That'd be it. Like, you just do big batches because you can select multiple Pokemon at once like this, and then that's how you breed it off because of your Dittos, anything like that. So I guess, like, the big thing is, gotta do Ditto dens first. I've been skipping that, and yeah, I still have a competitive team. It's kind of weird in that way that I've just kind of, like, used the resources I got from Battle Tower from these methods. And then you can just do that for multiple Pokemon. So then if you have like another 10 that need attack or speed or special attack or defenses, you can also fine tune it. You know, if you just want to get 192 EVs in like in a stat, most likely a defense or hit points or something, then you can do that. Just send them in twice, pull them out, do that. Also, if you have, you're going to have watts. So what you can do is spend the watts on luxury balls, sell the luxury balls, buy medicine, and then you can fine-tune the individual Pokemon to just kind of finish them off. But like, you could claim insane amounts of EVs in just batches like this, because whenever you send away a Pokemon, you're going to be good to go. Now, I don't think this is going to do anything for experience. Like, even after sending away Pokemon for a whole day, you only get like 10, 20,000 experience. Maybe more on like some of the highest tier. I haven't really spent too much time figuring out the experience, but it's nowhere near enough for the candies. Like, if you just do a raid for candies, you can get up to 150,000 experience for like a couple minute raid. So even if you're getting 20,000 experience across 10 Pokemon in roughly the same amount of time or a little sooner, it's not going to be as good as just maxing out Pokemon, getting ready for hyper training. And you want to be breeding instead of hyper training 40 Pokemon while you're also EV training them while you're getting experience. I don't think that's the method to use for this. And then other things to note, items respawn when you do this, so there's a lot of daily respawning items, and this guy. You can just grab the bargain, and the weird thing is, progressing the day doesn't change the guy's bargain until you buy it. So it's not like if you skip too many days or something, you lose out on the bargain, you just kind of wait for it. So Focus Band, that's the next bargain. We already have Pokemon in the Pokejobs. Let's just go and do a big old roundup right here, and then I guess you can just kind of like fly anywhere and there's a reasonably close den. You don't even need to save at that point. You just like throw a wishing piece in or you go through it, and as long as you're just set up into the raid, then you're going to be good to go. So I guess this one's going to be fast. The one outside of Motostoke is also going to be pretty quick. This is how much time it takes, yo. It's crazy like that. And then just to make sure you get it, you claim your 2K watch right there. Boom. That's 3 vitamin drinks as well. Just kind of cap off those Pokemon, like I said. Instantly train some other ones. Then we can fly over to Stownside. You don't have to. It just depends on like the deals and stuff. This does add an extra step. It does kind of make it less efficient depending on what you're going for. But it does also show the things that reset. There's like a cluster of good items that you can get by the daycare. So you could fly to the daycare, and then as you fly to the daycare, you pick up the items, then you go to one of the dens, and then you can still get the benefits of that. So we just get to buy the Focus Band for free. Super easy. And this is a good way of farming all the rare items too. That's kind of insane. Twisted Spoon, nah, I'm not really too worried about Twisted Spoon. Alright, let's see the dopamine rush. Like, imagine if all of those Pokemon had items as well, and then you're just like fully EV training them instantly. That's another thing that you could do. And that actually might be possible over time, because if you enter the online competitions, you get like a 50 battle point reward. That's 5 power items. That's half of those Pokemon instantly maxing out. That time could be worth it. Same thing for the Battle Spot. I recommend, or not Battle Spot, the Battle Tower. Recommend doing singles and doubles. That's several hundred battle points right there. As you rank up through the Battle Spot, you're getting more. And if Pokemon Home does the same thing as Pokemon Bank did, and it rewards you with BP, then eventually you can just have 10 of every battle item. Like, that's not super absurd. That's what, 300? Because there's 10 each. Not 600. So there's 10 each. There's 6 stats. That's, if you have 600 battle points, which will eventually happen, that means you can just batch EV train all of them instantly like that. And like I said, the time could offset depending on how fast those Pokemon are going. That means you also have like tradable Pokemon or services. Well, actually, I think the service is kind of wrecked at this point if everyone knows how to do it. And then, like I said, you can just kind of fly here, and maybe that's one way you reset it. So your method is you fly to here, You claim these mushrooms. There's a little bit of extra efficiency. There might be a wishing piece there sometimes. And then this is the den that you use for the resetting. So there's a lot of wackiness going on here, and it's completely legit. This is using gameplay features, and that's kind of all there is to it. There's no unauthorized modding, there's no unauthorized software, there's no hacking the game or anything like that. So it is pretty busted, but it's in the game. My comparison is like when League of Legends launches a super broken champion, or they're announcing that a nerf is going to happen. It's not like it's banned until the patch goes through. Might as well take advantage while you can, and that's going to be the shenanigans behind it. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.